Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are dealing with the final part of evidence-based decision making. So let's have a quick recap. Evidence-based decision making has four components. So we have asking good questions, searching for and acquiring the evidence, appraising the evidence, and finally evaluating the outcomes. Out of which the first two, that is asking good questions and searching of the evidence, have already been dealt with in the past videos. The links have been given below the video. If you haven't watched them yet or you want to refresh your memory, click on those links and watch them again. If you want more such content, don't forget to press the subscribe button. So let's begin. So you now have ample data present. What next? Next comes review of this data. We need to determine if the methods were conducted rigorously and appropriately. The results of quality appraisal are used to assess the value of the evidence and to aid the clinicians and reviewers in their efforts to place the evidence into context. Certain appraisal forms and checklists have been developed by the international evidence-based groups. Now, these guide the user through a structured series of yes-no questions that determine the validity of the study. We have different tools to assess the quality of various designs. First we have is CASP or Critical Appraisal Skills Program. It has different sheets for different study designs. So if you have a particular study, download the relevant CASP sheet for that particular study and work through those questions. It will help determine whether the right question is asked, whether analysis is appropriate or not. Then we have CONSORT or Consolidated Standards of Reporting Trials. This assesses the quality of randomized controlled trials. In randomized controlled trials, two or more treatment or diagnosis methods are compared. This is a 25-item checklist. We next have Quorum or Quality of Reporting of Meta-Analysis. Now this was updated in 2005 to address several conceptual, methodological and practical advances and was renamed PRISMA, that is Preferred Reporting Items of Systematic Reviews and Meta-Analysis. This is a 27-item checklist. Next comes MOOS or Meta-Analysis of Observational Studies in Epidemiology. Then we have STROBE, that is Strengthening the Reporting of Observational Studies in Epidemiology. An extension of this is STREGA, that is Strengthening the Reporting of Genetic Association Studies. And finally, we have SPIRIT, Standard Protocol Items Recommendations for Interventional Trials. Guidelines are formed to create a manual for the authors to follow. This should lead to total transparency, accurate reporting, and easier assessment of the quality and validity of the research. You guys remember this? So systematic reviews and meta-analysis are considered as the most reliable method for summarizing large volumes of research data. These bring together all the research conducted on a particular topic in one research article, and they use a series of tools to come to a conclusion about whether the evidence supports a particular intervention or not. So basically, it kind of does the appraisal for you. So this is what makes it really important in evidence-based dentistry. So the first thing you should do is whenever you have a question, go to the Cochrane library and see if any systematic review or meta-analysis has been done in that area, because it will help you come to a definitive conclusion. So now if no meta-analysis or systematic review is available, then what do? Then you will have to check if enough articles are present of the lower quality designs, and you need to appraise them well. The last step is to determine if the intervention or clinical outcome was effective. So to take an example, let's go back to the previous video. You remember this example? So after thorough review of the evidence available, It was found that erythromycin is not recommended as an alternative for an individual with penicillin allergy. So we got our answer. We can safely give clindamycin. We should not provide advice or treatment without evidence. So how do you implement this evidence? This evidence can be used for individual treatment decisions. A patient came to you with a clinical problem. You do a research, you assess the evidence, and now you need to determine whether this evidence can be applied to the patient or not. Let's take an example. Say a dental dealer comes to your practice and tells you that this particular product, say a filling material, is much more effective than those available in the market. So what do? Do you straight away go and buy the new product, or do you do your own research whether whatever the dealer is saying is actually true? So here first we define the question. Will the filling material serve its purpose in terms of strength, sealability and aesthetics? Next, you check out the evidence. Look out for systematic reviews and meta-analysis on this topic. Then you appraise it. What do those analyses say? Do they give a positive result or are they negative? Now, if systematic reviews and meta-analysis are not available, then you check for the articles on lower quality designs. Let's say you find that in vitro articles are saying that the product shows promise, but you also find in vivo articles that show contradicting results. So now you evaluate your results. Would you want to use the product in your practice? Maybe there are not enough studies on it, so more research is needed in this field. So you have to weigh your pros and cons and then decide. This was all about evidence-based decision making. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share and comment your views. Thank you for watching.